Hello YouTube, and welcome to another Carboot haul. And nobody in as of yet, so I shall just hang on a little bit, and I'm gonna do a Carboot haul of what I've picked up today from two Carboots. So just waiting, but I wonder whether everybody's watching the footy. Oh no, there's people there. Hi Bumblebee, happy Sunday to you. Have you had a good day? Sorry, you're just looking at my laminate flooring at the moment. I don't want to show you everything straight away. Yeah, it's still really warm outside here, so I'm sat in the house like a hermit. Lazy day, you've not been the car boot then? Okay, right, I'll just make a start. Went to two car boots today. Um, was really hot by the end of it. I was glad to get home, to be honest. Did okay, so not a massive amount. I spent around about £65 today, roughly about that, because there was a couple of items I picked up for myself. So, but yeah, I'll just get on and show you what I picked up and what I paid for it. So there isn't an awful lot. Hi, Shelster. It's buffering, is it? Buffeting. Is it still buffering? Oh God, my internet's crap. Honestly. Let me know if it's okay, and I'll carry on. If not, I might have to switch to the iPad. Okay for you. Right, I'll carry on then. Yeah. So one of the this was from the second car boot. This is the Harry Potter Hogwarts Lego. This time of year it doesn't really go for much, but I bought this with the intention of pricing high and waiting until Christmas, because they do tend to sell a bit well at Christmas. Hi Peter, welcome. Thanks for dropping in. Yeah, so it's the Hogwarts game. I did pay £5 for it, but hoping round about Christmas time they should go for round about 30. That's what I was getting last year. They're going for around about 20 now. So it's got all its manuals in it there, and she said it was complete, so we shall see. Yeah, £5 paid for that, so hopefully 30 around about Christmas time. I'm going to list it now, but price high, so I don't expect it to sell until later on in the year. It has been proper warm today, Peter. I was just saying, I finished at the car boot at 9:30, and I was so glad to be getting home because it was just so hot. You've got that game, Shelster. Yeah, it is a good one. I've had it a few times and sold it for around about £30. This I've never picked up before. It's the Hard Rock Cafe, and it's the let me think what they're called now. Hurricane Glass, and this one is the Paris one. They don't really go for much now. At one time, you used to be able to get about £16 for them, but I was looking online before, and probably about £8. But my partner's decided that he quite likes that, and he took a shine to it, so that will be going to him. So, but it cost me £1, so I'm not bothered. These I tend to pick up when I find them. There's not massive money in them. It's Mama et Baby. And I think this is... Oh, you sounded French then, didn't I? They're about £70 or £80 new, these. And they've got leather straps on that. It reminds me a bit of... is it Cath Kitson or Kipling bags, you know, with this leather strapping on. So it is quite good quality. I paid £1 for it, so probably about 10. Yeah, I'm hoping for about 10 on that. So it's not too bad. I had one last week and it was a bit it ended up being really stained by the time I'd washed it, so just needs a quick wipe over on the bottom and stuff. So we'll see how we do. For £1, I'm not complaining. This is a Slender Tone Flex. It's one of them things what you put on your abs. It's one of them gimmicky things what you buy thinking it'll make you slimmer by just sitting there with these pads on. But people do buy them. Paid £2 for that, and they sell for around about 20. So plus postage as well. So, but the box is a little bit battered around the edges and that, but it's still got a box. So that was that. The next ones were these two together. She wanted £1.50 for the little furlin or whatever it's called, which is this dude. I've not checked if they work, but she said they do. What she wanted £1.50 for that, and then she wanted £3.50. No, £3 for this. This is pretty cute. I like him. Quite heavy them as well. So he was £3. So I said, well, you take £4 for the two. So she took £4. So I'll bundle them together. Probably about £16. There's not like loads in them. Which car boot? I went to the one on the East Lancs Road near Manchester, and I also went to Warrington, which is, I think it's known as, yeah, no, it's known as Warrington Car Boot. It's more like it's Winnick end of Warrington. So next we have this. Hi Jason, nice to see you. It's a Starbucks. It's for putting your fresh ground coffee in it, and it's got this little scoop inside, which is also ceramic, which is really cute. Quite like that. Paid £1, and they sell for around about 16. There's one on for £12.99, but there's one that's sold for £16.99. So I'm going to aim for £16.99 on that. Really good condition. So yeah, just trying to see what I can show you next. Next we have these. Are really worth picking up if you ever see them out and about. You've got one without the scoop. You're not having my scoop, Jason. Sorry, it's mine. It's probably mine. It's not yours. Next is this Braun. If you ever see these, pick them up. They're well worth picking up. It's the ones where you put the gas cylinder inside. The box is really, really battered and that, but I paid £1 for it, and they're a bit of a bolo. Well, not a bit. I don't know whether you class it as a bolo or not. Should get about £30 back for that, so I'm quite happy with that. It's got like curling tongs, and then it's got a brush on it and that, so when you put the gas cylinder in the bottom. I've not tested if it works, so I'll probably need to buy a gas cylinder for it, because there isn't one with it to try. But if I'm going to get £30 back from £1, I don't mind. So yeah, quite happy with that. Next we have Star Wars. Always pick anything gimmicky up like Star Wars. These are Vans. Now they're not knackered, but I don't know whether they're supposed to look a little bit like grey. Maybe that's, I don't know, maybe that's the way they are supposed to be, or whether they're just a little bit faded. I paid £4 for these. Now, ordinarily I wouldn't pay £4 for Vans. I'd probably pay £1 for them, but with them being Star Wars ones and being in the box, thanks Frida, I thought they were worth the punt for £4. So if I can get upwards of 20, I'll be happy with that. So probably some sun bleaching. Yeah, I will mention it in the listing. Do you know what I mean? So that they are worn, but they're not frayed or anything like that. And you know, the soles are really, really good. And that, I mean, the sign on the back's a little bit, but that's usually the case, isn't it? So, but yeah, if I can get 20 for them, I'll be happy with 20 from that. So this is the pickup of the day. Got to be. This is one of those Babyliss Pro Secret Curl, is it called? Or Perfect Curl? There it is, yeah. This was £10 I paid for this, and she just arrived at the car boot, the lady, and was just putting stuff out. So she literally put it on the table and I picked it up. So I was just in the right place at the right time for that. It's got its instructions with it and everything. There you go. I have tested it, does work. Paid 10. I'm hoping for about 60 back for that. They go for good money. I was quite shocked at how much they actually cost new, them. They're about 135, I think, for that brand, for the Babyliss Pro. They do another one, just an ordinary one, but this Pro one goes for more money, I believe. I've seen that somewhere. Someone else has picked one up and I've seen it. But yeah, the Pro. So, sorry if I don't reply to any messages. The chat is disappearing as I'm on, and I'm not on any other, not got my iPad or anything with me, so I do apologise. These, I wasn't sure whether they were genuine or not. I think they are. Need to do a little bit more research. You're thinking, I think it was Indie Chick, yeah, because I do watch Indie Chick, and I think she might have picked one of those up a week or two ago. But I've never ever seen one anyway when I've been out, so I was quite happy to find that today. Yeah, I think they're genuine. The Nike and the size. If they turn out that I don't sell them, they're my size anyway. Not that I wear trainers a lot, but they're a size 7. They have got a code inside, and it does correspond. So I've put it in, and it does correspond with these. So yeah, they were £4, so I was quite happy with them. This was a bit of it's a bit of a fail, but it's not. I picked this up. This was another lady that had just arrived at the car boot, and she'd just put it on the table, and you know what it's like when there's loads of people around you. So just picked it up. She had £5 on it, so I paid the £5. Now, looking on completed and sold, pre-owned ones don't really go for that much. They range from like £4 or £5 upwards, but this is new. It's never been used. It's still sealed. The contents inside are still sealed, and sealed they go for around about 30 upwards. So if I can get 30 back for that, I would be happy. Maybe 25. I don't know. We'll have to see. But it's not as good as I thought it was going to be. So if you see them pre-owned, it probably isn't. They're not probably worth picking up. So unless you can get it for £1, I would say. So anyway, that's that one. The next one was these 3. I really don't know why I picked these up. I really don't know. I've still got 2 of these, what I haven't listed. But I don't know. I'm a bit of a sucker for like Toy Story. But they were £2.50. It was £2.50 for these 3, and it was this one what interested me more than anything. This one is like one of them. I think it's called a morphin. Buzz Lightyear. It's supposed to turn into some kind of a plane, I think. So I'm going to have to do a bit of research on that and have a look. I've not researched how much he goes for. So I'm not quite sure on that one yet, what I'll get back for him. But I paid like, what, £2.50 for the 3. So he's a bit, I don't know. His face looks discoloured to me. And then the front of him doesn't look great. So, but for like less than £1, you know what I mean? And then you've got your Andy, and he's got the name on the foot. And he works, he's just missing a hat, isn't he? Does the same work on Buzz? Yeah, it does, yeah, Peter. And his wings work at the back as well. You put them in and then you press that button and they pop back out and that. So yeah, it does work. It looks like it's been sat on a window ledge, you know, and the green's gone a bit like sun bleached sort of thing. I don't know whether the camera's picking it up. How much for the Andy? How much did I pay for him? It was less than £1 that I paid for him. So, but he's no hat. So You've been looking for a replacement. Oh, you'll have to send me a message. I need to clean him and that first. I haven't researched how much they go for and that. But yeah. If you send me a message, I'm sure we can do some kind of a deal. So that was them. And the only other thing I picked up was to sell was these. Like I say, it's not been major stuff really. You always look for a buzz with a belt. Oh yeah, the one. Yeah, I always look to try and see if you can find the ones with the belts. Never found one yet, Peter. But yeah, I do know what you mean. These they're not the best condition, to be honest with you. But really wanted £1. They're Clark's Originals. They're like little desert boots and that. Desert boots tend to go well for me. Can you see they've got a bit of? I didn't really see that when I picked them up, to be honest with you. So, but for £1, it doesn't really matter. I'll list them as they are, and I'll just mention it in the listing that there's some, some rubbing there on the back, and probably about a tenner for them. So that was it. That's my car boot haul. Not really much, to be honest. Oh no, I'm telling a lie. I've got clothes. I thought there was some more stuff. So I'll just show you these. This is Manta Ray. I think I paid £3 for that. And that's a Bowden dress. Nice size too, size 14 I think it is. Paid £3 for that. Good you have more. It's only clothing, Fatima, honest to God. And I loved this. This was my favourite piece of clothing that I picked up today. It's a warehouse top. It's beautiful. I love that. And it's got a tie at the side here. So it's like a faux wrap. So it wraps over, but it's not a proper one, if you know what I mean. And then ties at the side. And it's a good size as well, 14. So that was £2. So I'm going to aim for about £16, I think, on that, because it's just so nice. So nice. Love it. White stuff, only a small size. Paid £3 for that, but I just love the print on it. It's a really, really nice print. Size 8, I think it is. But white stuff tends to do well in any size for me, if it's a nice print, which that one is. So this one was £4. It doesn't look very good on the hanger, but it's like, it crosses over on the neck there like that. That's a Warehouse, Spotlight by Warehouse dress. That was £4. Probably aim around about the 20 mark for that. And then this is a beach cover-up from Next, medium. Again, £2, but it's one of the really, really long ones. Really quite nice. And cotton jumper. It's by Hugo Boss. And the comps on it aren't that good, to be honest with you. So it's a designer brand. I've always done good with Hugo Boss footwear and also with the t-shirts and that, but the jumpers, maybe it's just the time of year, but the jumpers are not selling that well at the moment, but I'm still going to list it for around about £30 that, and that paid £1 for that, so I was happy with that. And I haven't got anything else from the car boot, but I've got a couple of items over here that I can show you. This is my front room, by the way. It's an absolute tip. Where are your wooden hangers from? Well, there's a story to that. They're from the car boot from today. There was a fella on the car boot selling 5 for £1. So I bought 15. So I paid £3 for 15 hangers, wooden hangers. I only wanted one, really, for when I'm doing my photographing. For when I hang them up, sometimes I hang the men's clothing on my backdrop and photograph them. I just think it looks nice with a wooden hanger instead of like a Next hanger or a plastic black hanger. It just looks a little bit nicer. So yeah, car boot I got them from, but you can buy them from IKEA, but they're more expensive. I think there's something like £3.50 for 8 from IKEA if you've got one near you. Yeah. I also got, what else did I get? Oh, I got just some tape and stuff for the office, some brown tape and some sellotape. This wasn't from the car boot, but I picked this up yesterday on my way into going to some charity shops. We stopped off for a Costa coffee and they had a little charity shop at the side, so I thought, oh, I'll just nip in. And I got this Scrabble Deluxe. It has got all 100 tiles with it, and I paid $2.99. And I'm looking at around about 30, I think, for that. It's really, really nice. I don't know if I can show you. It's like, there's the instructions with it. It's like this lovely wooden board. And it's got underneath, I think it's so you can, you can spin it round. So whenever you're playing, you can have it facing the right, the right way for the words. So yeah, it is a deluxe range, definitely. Like, you can tell with the workmanship on it, and all the tiles are actually wooden as well, which is really, really nice. So yes, so hopefully 30 for that. And then the last item I'll show you, just because it's here, which I got yesterday, was this. If I can turn it round. This is Forest Furry Tree, Happy Land by ELC. Oh, I just noticed Nick and Andrea have gone live, so I'm going to wrap up in a second. Then you can all transfer over. Yeah, paid $2.99 for it. It's new in its box, and I'm looking at around about 30. So that was a nice pickup as well. So guys, that's everything that I picked up today. Thank you very much for dropping in and watching me. If I've not answered any questions that you've asked, I do apologise, but like I said, the chat is moving up that quickly. I can't, and it disappears, I can't see. So if you want me to answer any, see you later.